Will you defeat the voice inside of your head that limits you? What's up? It's Rob Cressy. And yesterday on day 7 of 75 Hard, my alarm goes off at 4:57 in the morning. And the first thought was, you know what, Rob? How about you sleep in for an extra 30 minutes? And why was that? Because on that day, my wife was taking our son to her parents' place for the entire day. This was going to create flexibility and freedom and space for me. And anybody who's a parent to a young child knows you don't get very many opportunities to have the day in the house to yourself. It's like manna from heaven. So my self-talk, the one that limits me, my bitch voice is saying, you know what, Rob? You don't know when you're going to get this opportunity again. You earned this. Take advantage of this. But then the next thought came from my boss voice. It said, you know what, Rob? You have such an opportunity to create so many things today. So how about you start hard and get up right now and make it an amazing day? So boom, I stood up and I started my day. I did not allow the self-limiting voice to keep me in bed. And why am I sharing this? Because this self-limiting voice never goes away for either one of us. This is something that I am challenged with on a daily basis. And I'm guessing you are as well. Whether it's what time do you wake up, or are you going to the gym, or what are you eating, or some stuff with your husband or wife or boyfriend or girlfriend, or something with business. We always have these two voices in our head that are competing. And one of them is going to limit us, and one of them is a champion for all that we want to do. And your ability to not listen to the limiting voice and instead take action for the boss voice becomes a superpower, because it doesn't mean that the self-limiting voice goes away. It shows up every single day, especially in your weakest moments, when it knows it can just sort of creep in there and get to you. But when you are someone who lives in action in the face of adversity in your self-limiting voice, you actually learn to take more action in the face of that adversity. So it doesn't mean it's easier, you just become more accustomed to it. So for me, in getting up early, I'm accustomed to my self-limiting voice popping up at 4:57 a.m. in the morning every single day. And every single day, it's challenging for me. But I am more accustomed to taking action on it because I also know it's going to happen. And so do you. You know that voice inside of you that is telling you to not do those things, that is limiting your potential and growth. It's always going to be there. And you oftentimes know when it is going to be. So let's start building that impenetrable fortress around ourselves and our mind and say, you know what? Not today, because that's all this is. It is one single decision in one single moment. And think about how different my day could have been yesterday. Had I slept in an extra 30 minutes, what would the rest of my day look like? And actually, right around 1 p.m. yesterday, the realization happened, because 1 p.m. got there and I was like, holy smokes, there are so many things I still want to create today. So I very much felt like there was a lot going on, and boy, am I thankful right now that I got up when I did, because if I didn't and I delayed working out, that becomes a domino effect where one decision starts building the negative snowball in the wrong way. And then all of a sudden I'd created negative momentum for myself because of one point of weakness in which I listened to my limiting voice. And I'm not about that life, and neither are you. And I'm sharing this with you to help you, step one, become more aware of this voice. And number two, helping you be more intentional about taking action in the face of it. Because the best of the best in the world, myself and yourself included, what we do, we recognize this, we smile, and we say, let's go. I got some amazing things to create in my life. And this is legitimately a skill that you can cultivate, because the more that you flex this muscle, the more you're going to create positive things in your life. So if you're someone who wants to work on your self-talk and do that inner work and that growth, hit me up at Rob Cressy on all social media platforms. I've got a ton of resources that can help you on that journey.